Good morning, students. Welcome to your bio class, chapter number 1. We are going, we are continuing our question number 4. Differentiate between the following. Fourth one, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Students, this answer you will get on page number 9. Students, this answer you will get on page number 9. So take out your page number 9, students. Here page number 9, here given page number 9, these differences between meristematic and permanent tissues are given here. So students, you have to write all the points. This full is your answer number what? Fourth one. Differentiate fourth one. Meristematic tissue, it is composed of small spherical and undifferentiated cells, while permanent tissue, it is composed of large differentiated cells which are of different shapes. Second, cells have dense cytoplasm, vacuoles are nearly absent. Cells of living permanent tissues have large centrally located vacuoles. Meristematic tissues, cell wall is thin and elastic, while here cell wall is thick. In meristematic, each cell has a large and prominent nucleus, while in permanent tissues, nucleus of each cell is less conspicuous. Then cells grow and divide actively in meristematic tissues, while cells do not divide normally in permanent tissues. Meristematic is a simple tissue. It can be simple. Permanent tissues can be simple, complex, or specialized. Meristematic tissues, cells are living in nature, while in permanent, cells may be living or they may be dead. Meristematic tissues provide growth to the plant, while permanent tissues provide protection, support, and conduction to the plant. So students, now come back to your next question. Think critically. So students, come back. Think critically. Now we are on question number 1. Why do the cells of parenchyma tissues have large intercellular spaces? Students, this answer you have to write. So first, from the question you will write, the cells of parenchyma tissues have large intercellular spaces up till here. Then write to permit, P-E-R-M-I-T, to permit gaseous, G-A-S-E-O-U-S, gaseous exchange, E-X-C-H-A-N-G-E, to permit gaseous exchange. Okay, students. Now come to question number your second. Why are the xylem and phloem called the vascular tissues of the plant? So students, why are xylem and phloem called the vascular tissues of the plant? In this question, students, first of all, you have to write from the question. The xylem and phloem are called called the vascular tissues of the plant because they help to conduct water, and food materials to different parts of the plant. Okay, students. Now come to your question number 3. What will happen if phloem tissues are damaged or cut off? So students, write here from the question. If phloem tissues are damaged or cut off, then the prepared food will not transfer to all parts of the plant. To all parts of the plant. Next, students, diagram based questions are there. Here there are different types of permanent tissues found in the plants. We have to identify and state the names each of them. So students, first, this is what you have to write here: collenchyma. 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 Second, parenchyma. 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 Then third, right, sclerenchyma. 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 Okay, students. Now come to your next question. Identify the figure. Second, label the parts marked 1, 2 and 3. And what are the functions of part 1 and 3? So student, first answer of this first question. Identify the figure. This figure you have to identify. Okay. Right here. This figure is answer number A you have to write. Second A. This figure is of longitudinal section. Longitudinal, LONGITUDINAL. Longitudinal section, SECTION. Section through the growing shoot tip. Shoot tip. Second, label the parts marked 1, 2 and 3. So students, first of all, how you will write this question? You will write like this: part 1, then part 2, then part 3, like this. Now write in part 1, apical meristem. Part 1, apical meristem. Second, part 2, intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem. Then third, lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. Now third part, students. What are the functions of part 1 and 3? Here 1, this one, 1 and 3. So you will write the function of part 1. The function of part 1, put arrow and then write. It brings about, brings about the elongation, ELONGATION, elongation of stem, 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 and roots, ROOTS, roots. Now the function of part 3rd, right here. Now it increases the length, LENGTH, length of plant organ. Now students, come to your third question. Here is given the LS of a plant tissue. This. Identify the tissue. Name the parts 1, 2, 3 and 4. Which part works as a conducting channel for the plant? Okay students. So write this. First of all, you will write this answer. This tissue is phloem tissue. This is phloem tissue. You write like this. This is phloem tissue. And number 1 part is given. this one part. So you have to write part 1. What is that? Phloem parenchyma cell. First part is phloem parenchyma cell. Phloem parenchyma cell. Then next write students, sieve tube. Sieve tube. Sieve tube. Then next write companion cell. Companion cell. Then fourth, write sieve plate. Sieve plate. Sieve plate. Okay, students. In this question, students, one more question is there. Which part work as a conducting channel for the plants? Okay, so this question answer you have to write there. Sieve tube. Sieve tube. Then from the question, works as a conducting channel for the plants. Work as a conducting channel for the plants. So students, complete your work and learn your question answers very well and do your work in neat and clean handwriting. Thank you.